All right, howdy, howdy. Hey, John. Thanks for the follow, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my little video gamey thing. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Something's buzzing at me. All right. All right, I'm almost ready to begin. I turned it on. Sorry. Yeah. Usually I turn my phone alerts off, but my mother-in-law had some eye surgery today, and I want to know if she is calling for help, so I'm leaving my alerts on. Anyway, if I reach into my pocket from time to time, I'm trying to make sure it's not her. John, saw your question about bind, or not question about binds. Yeah, renaming the binds file, that is key. That is a key thing to learn to do in Elite. You got to do that. If you ever heard from people that their binds get erased from an update or something like that, or, oh, it screwed up my binds, it's because they haven't done that. It's like this step you got to take. You don't want to be working on the custom one that it makes you. You make your own copy, name it whatever you want, and then your ads come to that, your changes and stuff like that. But the point is, like, if you ever boot up Elite with a different controller configuration connected, like if it's missing one of the things that is in that file, it'll throw an error and it'll kick you back to the default. And then sometimes you panic and you go, what's going on? You try to rebind something. Well, now you've just overwritten your custom because it makes a new custom at that point. So anyway, you don't want to be anywhere near that custom file that it makes because it can change that file whenever it wants to. But if you make something, you're good to go if you make something on your own. Okay, it looks like my carrier's taken off. What am I doing here? I'm going to fly to... Well, my carrier's flying to a spot actually pretty between the two target systems, just in case. Yeah. So I guess the first system just has an outpost under attack. Generally, I've not been thrilled with outpost fights because they only spawn Cyclops pretty much. So I guess this will be testing and confirming that theory. I'm going to put my headset on, but I have set up my head tracking in case I need to take it off, because sometimes things get crazy when if a lot of people show up and the frame rate starts to go all to hell. This lovely game. All right, anyway, I'm going to make my chat channel and turn on this app over here. And it plays music. Stupid thing. Ah, there it is, the mute music button. Discord, what is wrong with you? Honestly, I'm gonna go look into the server settings and see if I can change that default. That's insane. Why would you start playing music at me? You've never done that before, and like, I don't have a default choice. Give me a break. My last 3 streams, it does that, and I forget about it, and I didn't ever notice that mute button before. Stupid crap. Okay. Anyway. X. We'll give it a name, something like that. Good enough. Yeah. Oh, and I have my control binding thing too, which I can throw up there if I care to. Let me see here. Oh, that was weird. Why did it do that? Okay, whatever. What am I trying to do? This is what I wanted. Okay, looks like that's all good to go. Okay, well, I have this fun thing that I can put on screen if we want it. I'll throw it up there. Let's see if it looks, see if it's, oh, I forgot. I need to pin it on top. There we go. All right, trying things out. Looks like I'm here, so let's go pick a fight with a bug. Oh. And instantly Oculus crashes. Fantastic. God, I can't wait to get a different headset and get away from this company. Are you coming back, Oculus, or what? Nope. Great. God, that's frustrating. Oh, it looks like it did come back. That's weird. Get off the computer at 8. Quick, yeah, shoot. I'll do my best to answer quickly. Nope. Okay. Game is running, but Oculus has officially crashed, so I gotta force quit that. But I will happily answer your question, if at all possible. Okay, the Meta AX Chieftain. If it was unengineered and the Guardian reinforcement was replaced with human ones, it would still be okay. Close to getting Guardian. You want the Gauss cannons. Everything else is kind of optional. The more engineering you can have, the better, as far as I would say thrusters is the most important. And, you know, hull and module reinforcements and stuff after it. The Guardian module reinforcement is a little bit better than the standard. It consumes a little bit of power, but it protects you a little better. But that's probably the distinction between Guardian module reinforcements and human ones. That's the least important thing out of all that stuff. But, you know, trying to engineer the most you can. Thrusters, you really got to move. And then if you can add extra hull points, that's good. You know, distributor, that's a really important one too. You're going to be feeling the lack of power in your distributor if you can't engineer that fully. But as far as you take it, it's just getting better. Like, it can work as an unengineered thing. That's one of the ranks at AXI, is my understanding, that to do unengineered kills. So it's harder, you know, but it's not impossible. It's not even close to impossible. Quite doable, as a matter of fact. So that's what I would say to that. I'm gonna boot the game back up here. I'll try Oculus one more time if it crashes on me again. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I would say, take it as far as you can. There was a video recently about that I think Galnet News Digest included on their channel that was sort of a beginner's guide, like how to get into it. And it comes from kind of a role-playing perspective of as if you're a new recruit, And it's like, here's sort of the first engineering you want to go for. What's the most important that you really shouldn't leave off the ship if you can at all help it, and that's what it is. It's thrusters, distributor, power plant maybe. With those basic things in place, you should be at least good to get started. So obviously go as far as you can. If you do have engineers unlocked, then please use them. You will want them. Okay. Call my chat window back up. Yeah, on YouTube, Galnet News Digest, which is a fan production by a couple of fantastic community people. They do kind of a recap and a kind of a dressed up reading of the news. It's a lot of fun. All right, looks like we're back up in operation. Let's try this again. Okay. Very good. All right. Might not be anybody on tonight. We'll see. See how it goes. Anyway. Oh God, it's already warm in this room. I can tell I'm gonna want a window open before I even take off. All right. Let's not have another Oculus crash. Try to carefully set the headset down a second. Be right back. Okay. All right. Find a target. Actually, I think there it is. Let's go check this system out. Apparently, I've been there before.
Flight assist off. Landing gear retracted.
I'm gonna go see how the fighting's gonna go. Goodbye, carrier. Do you play open and private group? We do some of both. Right now, I am in open, and generally I do open unless there's a really good reason not to. Like if we have instancing problems, or Sometimes if we're in a situation where there's a megaship and all the pads keep getting taken by people who are just sitting there, sometimes that's a good reason to go to private group. Oh great, a hyperdiction. Well, maybe that'll be our first blood. What do I got? Oh, you don't look too big. Cyclops, probably.
Under attack. Taking damage.
There we go. Kind of a bad orbit there. Alright, this time I think we'll get him. No? You're gonna reload already? What are you gonna do? You scared? You almost done? There you go. Alright. Lightning over. Oh, we're getting something new. Someone new joins the fight, a new challenger. I don't see what it is though. Oh, pile of scouts. That's annoying. Well, let's end this quickly and move on then, huh? Come and get me. Oh, that's a little quick. Here we go. Gotcha.
Target destroyed. Heat sink.
Alright. I believe I have a date with an attack system here. If you Thargoids don't mind.
Frameshift drive charging.
Unexplored system. Alright, not too far out. Lots of offline stuff out here, huh? And a burning but not attacked station here. Alright. Onward. Volta stop. Be interesting to see. I'm assuming this is going to have the same properties as the other outpost CZ that we've tracked, but you know, we'll see. The other thing in the back of my mind is, do they change, or does the behavior of these as far as spawn rates and what the pay is and the intensity of them essentially change depending on what week of invasion they're in? Do they get harder as they go? Which would just be a lot of wrinkles in the equation. So I hope not. Maybe I should scan the system. A lot here. Or I should have checked the nav beacon. Just to have it. Here we are. Oh shoot. There's already something going on here. We got people here. Who's here? Alright. Friendlies. Looks like this guy's already in the zone over here. Cyclops. Looks like there's another one as well. A little further off. Alright. One heart down already on this one. Oop, there he goes. Nice shooting. Is that a python? Looks like it. No missile. Looks like multi-cannons and a plasma. Cool. There's the surge. Alright, let's cook this goose. Dive off those missiles. Missed it. Could have taken him out early. Screwed that up. Oh, you're gonna lightning me? There we go. Not enough time, my friend, not enough time. Alright. And another Thargoid is here. Alright, another Cyclops. You know what? Let's see if there's any missions. May as well get paid a little extra. John, you're staying up too late. You told me you were supposed to be in bed. Well, I won't tell. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Come on back anytime. Feel free to ask questions in, there's an AX channel if it's specific to that, or just wherever you want. We'll see you around, man. Have a great night. Alright, Thargoid missions. It's probably just going to be Cyclops out here. Eventually there will be Hydras. And yeah, there's nothing. Scouts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with any of this. The Hydras show up and I feel like taking... Yeah, man, of course, take care. Oh, you're here. Hey. Welcome. Alright, if there feels like taking a Hydra later, maybe we'll get a mission for that, but... This mission system is still busted.
He's probably going on a Hydra with you and one other person these days.
Yeah, I mean, I can do a Hydra. It's a lot more fun when there's more people because it doesn't take an hour.
It's not a big pain in the butt, yeah, for sure.
And they would probably be two, and
yeah, it's not as easy to find one. Though we could. It's a shame we don't have an alert system and go muck around in one and see some of the medium-sized interceptors that are now everywhere. There, it is now the place to go to farm Bassies and Deuces.
Yeah, I'm still wishing there was reliable Bassies and Deuces in Conflict Zone, but even the Ocellus that pays more than the other stations was producing pretty much just Cyclops, occasional Basilisk.
Yeah, it could be that they're setting up a sweet spot of sorts in the alert systems. They were talking about. Yeah. Darren's talking about it, right? About how we should be paying more attention to them. It could be that that's
where they're going.
Like, or you just go to, you and a couple of friends go and beat up on some medium-sized interceptors, like you do in the Pleiades or something, when you could reliably get two or something, like when Brother Sabathius does his Sunday thing, he just marches through like scenario after scenario of, two Bassies or Medusa, two Basilisks. Or,
hey, I like scenarios like that as much as the next guy, but I want to be helping these invasion systems.
That is exactly the case. Yeah, obviously we could do that stuff in the Pleiades whenever we want, but to be able to do the equivalent and have it be useful, I think, is what alert systems are going to turn out to be.
I still think it's a mistake, because the way these missions are.
Oh yeah, sure. I wonder.
What do you think about? Because you like to foil up. What do you think if they're? Oh my God, the missiles! Fucking endless with this Cyclops and his missiles.
Where are you?
Orang, wherever our primary target is.
I had to go change my guns up. I was Orthrus hunting for the first time, and just threw on a bunch of.
For the very first time.
Other than when I was in that vulture with you guys, but
yeah. The
They were really hard
so
to
what
find, but really
what do you
found
think
them well.
about if the instances change depending on what week it's on? Have we seen any evidence to that? I kind of think the answer is no, but
Other
I'm
than
not sure.
other than it being the last week.
Well, I know like which instance is under attack changes, but like if it's a port under
The
attack,
condition.
and then, you know,
Continue. Sorry, if it's a port under attack, and
well, like assuming this one is exactly the same numbers and like behavior as the other one we measured, if if it goes to a different week and it's like a different port, maybe that one, if it's week 2, will have a different behavior, respond stronger interceptors the farther into it we get.
that's a
guess
good
I need to
question. Yeah,
kill
I would be
scouts.
curious to. I haven't noticed that other than. I mean, it would be difficult to notice because no installation is
Stays
the
around.
same kind of conflict zone for more than a week. It's
Right.
either not been attacked yet, or it's so I guess the question would be whether an under attack station has different conditions than a severely damaged station, because those are the only 2 weeks where you have a CZ at a location, right?
Because the last week all the
think you get
CZs
both.
disappear.
Right. And it'll either be
Yeah,
shut
you're
down
right.
or,
It doesn't really make sense to even check this because, like, if there's 3 stations,
And I wouldn't be surprised if it varies based on the size and or the security level of, and there's so many different parameters around an installation in Odyssey. It's not just which kind of station is it, it's got a size and a security level, right? Aren't there 2 icons after? I don't look much at the Odyssey stuff, but they changed it because it used to be a bunch of useless words that showed up all the time, and now it's just 2 icons that show. I think it's size and security level.
oh, if you're talking about the installations, then yeah, I guess. But like these stations, I don't know. It seems like an outpost is
yeah,
an
they're
outpost.
basically like 2. Yeah, there are 2 different kinds of stations as
Why
far
is
as
there
we know.
one? I think like the last thing to kill is way out here. This one scout, and then this instance is going to complete.
It's annoying. The 20
like
million,
it.
20 million credit scout.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, son of a bitch on a stick. Sorry. Got myself stranded with no fuel in a station with only an outpost while flying an anaconda.
Oops.
Oops. I knew when I dropped the fleet carrier coming back, I was like, it's an awfully long line if I'm flying in an anaconda, but surely I can make it. It's 2 jumps, so surely I can make it back.
All right, there. I killed the last thing.
What?
Yep. There we go. 20 million, 2 hydras.
Well done.
There's one commander in here with me. Yeah, he's leaving. Yeah, he bugged out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same. Well, that verifies the 20 million for an outpost instance. I think they are the same. See if I can make it out here before the surge.
Any
Yeah, I'm
sign
fine.
of rubber banding?
There was only one commander in here with me, so I have
assume
not.
no.
Yeah, that's a big no. Haven't seen anything of the sort yet. Have to at least get a little more complicated than just 2 of us.
You would hope.
Let's see. One would hope. All right, that
Psycho
guy
was back on
is
the
leaving.
ground this morning and had pretty good conditions.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to what we had on Friday, that was kind of a shit show, but we got through it.
Yeah. I think it probably really is like. I bet it wouldn't be that bad now because we're not going to be like playing across the pond, so to speak.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the fact that we can do it as smoothly as we can most of the time with other commanders
North
on the other side of the
American
world
effect.
is pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope we're not causing it for them, but there are always a couple of other foreigners already there by the time they show up, so try
Yeah.
to have the. It's
Oh,
funny.
she
it's
doesn't
like-
care.
No, well, she doesn't, and she's got rock solid connection, and often manages to be the first person in the instance, which is well handled. That's really the only case where I've noticed it. But it's interesting. It'd be interesting to know the extent to which, like, your personal internet connection improves
Yeah.
the quality of other people's play. So it's like it
I've-
behooves you.
If you ask
a
me,
matter of
I
social
don't think it has
responsibility.
anything to do with that.
No?
I would expect
You think-
that. No, I expect the instance is switching. It's not switching because
Oh, that's
somebody has a
right,
better
that's right.
connection, because it's peer to peer.
No.
We're not. Nobody is the server in here. You know.
Right, for sure. I just figured that there could be emergent circumstances where issues with lag in multiple commanders'
Yeah.
connection could overwhelm the syncing server, you know,
Could.
and having to find a consensus between 11 different computers to render
Yeah.
something in 3 dimensions like that is
It's true. I mean, maybe like the responses and whatnot, you know, from some are slower. The ping back saying received and
Yeah.
so on.
it could even be like like in a long stretch of cars on the highway, there's always going to be a traffic jam just because you get little
Yeah,
hiccups that occasionally
the
all add up in
inchworming.
the same direction. Yeah, or like resonant traffic jams.
Yeah, resonant.
love
That's
that.
a good word for it. Oh shoot! That guy just shot a missile at me. Did he get me? He didn't get me. What a fool!
It's interesting. I respawned at a fleet carrier in the same system, which of course had large pads.
Wow. What else were they gonna
They
do?
just
Right?
blew
Oh,
up.
here's a swirly boy.
Yeah, right. Chieftain again?
This is a Challenger. Been enjoying that
Alright.
for the past few weeks.
It's kind of nice having a new ride.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks. You could forget it wasn't a Chieftain from looking at the
Sure.
inside of it, at least. But
And I figure you-
it's a meaty, powerful beast.
Lightweight military?
No, heavy duty, lightweight alloy.
Gotcha.
Gotta be
It's
fast.
always right in that. I was gonna say it's always. That's a good point. I have surplus hull in this dumb Anaconda, and I went lightweight military, which has been useful. I mean, it's a genuine tank,
Yeah.
but I struggle to remain relevant sometimes in CZs because it's just so freaking slow.
Sure.
But maybe even more than that, I've recently discovered the benefits of ramming. And the
Yeah.
shield turns out to be softer than I had thought in terms of the amount of damage it does to me when I ram into it. So
Might
I
have-
can
Get that document request. There we go.
in optimal circumstances, take out a Cyclops with 4 shards and multi-cannon, which I don't think does a whole lot in this case, but and I can get the first heart and then ram the shield and get it down very quickly, and then if I've got the reloads right, can exert and bust the second heart and put it out of its misery
In one
in
go.
very rapid succession and get out with like 94% hull left,
Sure.
which surprised me. I thought it would take a bigger chunk off, and at that point I was, just kind of getting ready to leave for work, so I figured I would literally throw the ship at whatever I could until I either blew up or ran out of something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just the insane proximity of stations makes it so much easier to do that kind of experimenting, because you don't have to take off from your fleet carrier and fly back to the CZ and
Right on.
then fly another 20 kilometers. You just kind of take off again and jump right back into it. Definitely makes it a little more of a video game in some regard, but it's also conducive to figuring out new stuff.
Yeah, it's different strokes for different ships, though. It might be, the Anaconda doesn't really care as much about
Yeah, absolutely.
30 or
It starts
40
out smooth.
tons.
Yeah, but by the same token, it is, as I understand at least, correct me if I'm wrong, but fundamentally glitched as a ship in that the inherent mass is considerably lower than it should be. Like if you compare
the
it to the other
armor,
large
yeah.
ships and the size and everything else, it's like
It's,
they kind of messed up early on.
It's a
but
cheat
people-
code.
Yeah, exactly. It totally is. It's like it makes up for flying like absolute ass by being impossibly light for all of its other stats.
Right.
It really
And
does.
that doesn't
to
mean
it.
it turns fast, but,
No, those turns fine. I mean, you know, I use it with railguns, and it is an appropriate level of nimbleness around the front end. It just can't move other than in a straight line. Like you almost not like you have to fly it like an airplane, but sometimes I'll just put it into flight assist on because
Destroyed.
actually getting it to respond in 3 dimensions in the way that you would want a ship to, it's not built that way, you know.
Tricky. Yeah.
That's what makes me kind of feel like it's like driving a boat, not just because you can see the front of it out in front of you, but it's almost like you're limited in the axes in which you can move. Like
I think it's like that too. I think of it a little more like just you have to plan a little further ahead.
like a slow motion FDL.
Yeah, sure.
Like you guys talk about when you have to do what with the throttles and the thrust flying in FDL, and I'm like,
All right,
maybe I'll get into that in another year or 2.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind taking this guy out before the interceptors pop their things off. I had a mission for scouts. Yeah, here they go. They're gonna go off any second now. Alright, I see the surge. Is that just one? Alright. I think there's just one interceptor popped in. Interesting. Haven't seen that in a while. Well, I think I still owe this mission a scout or 2. Oh, it only counted 4. Interesting. Okay, well, whatever. We'll leave that for later then. Alright. What are you? Let's get a little closer. Oh, there's 2 swarms here. I guess there was another one.
It's a miracle if there's an alert system around that's worth checking. Or ask whoever.
These guys seem a little calm here. I don't think they realize I'm gonna kill them yet.
See, this is why I still waste a slot on Super Cruise Assist, because I'm flying back to my carrier, and I can check in with the world and not worry I'm going to go flying past into oblivion.
I think a 3rd interceptor just dropped in. Yeah. Late arrival, that's all. Late arrival. Alright, his shield's down. That was an interesting turn of events. Okay. Let's move on.
What could I go wrong with the place to be?
Swarm's in the wrong spot. There's another Dark Weapon right there in my face.
But
Just
not
be
quite
cheating
gotten
killing these guys, but
Caps lock break key, but I recognize the value in it, and it's definitely
oh yeah,
got my neuroplasticity back up just a bit. using the brake doesn't matter so much when you let up, so I'm more aware of the boost phase timing, noticing whether or not it picks up that little extra kick of speed when I let off the brake.
when you depending on how long you've held the brake for.
In the crate, it doesn't matter so much because it's a pretty short boost, which is handy in combat, I think. But the Anaconda has a quite long one, it seems. I keep letting off what well after what I think is done, and it'll give a kick of 20 to 30 meters a second. Not a big amount, but enough that it surprised me that it's still trying to go forward.
Yeah, I mean, I think EDSY will tell you, will like figure for you the boost periods.
Yeah, it has the acceleration curve stuff at the bottom.
Depending on what, how many pips in and what ship, because I think it is a little different on different ships. I'm not sure what the math is there, but if it's just different thrusters or if it's the different ship. The ship has like a minimum boost period basically, and then it's a matter of if your distributor can catch up enough in between.
Sure. This might not, this isn't going to be relevant to you, but you're kind of a pips guy, so it seems worth asking. Have you heard of someone using their scroll wheel for pip management?
How would that work?
I don't know. Bernardo was talking about it today, saying that for him it was one of those things that kind of unlocked his game that he'd picked up from somebody else, using the scroll wheel for handling his
I mean, what do you... I just don't understand, it only has two directions.
I know. I did not get sufficient information from what he was talking about, but I figured if you had already heard about the same thing that you might be able to...
No, I've never heard of that. I think I just got ringed again. Why am I letting this swarm walk all over me? Alright, this guy's toast. I'm tired. I'm sick of you, bud.
I'll get back.
Okay. Alright, that was a thing. We're in fine shape, Now, of course, that wasn't the sound wrong. Don't find out until... There we go. Teflon. Welcome, my friend. You gonna play tonight, man? I heard you didn't get a chance to.
I'm in the game.
He's in the game!
I'm in the game.
The files are in the computer?
I don't even know where I am. Where are you?
I'm at, Orong, our current primary target.
Or wrong?
Orong, it's in, I don't know what to tell you. ORONG. That's what it is. That's the one.
ORONG. Oh, that's not far. Okay, I can jump there. It'd take me 2 jumps, but I can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an outpost, so it's pretty light intensity-wise. Cyclops.
What's up, dude, with the bear skin and the javelins?
Oh, you're an open?
I am an open. Yeah.
Huh?
I was an open for the sake of having more people to play with, hopefully.
I'll be there in just a minute. Good evening.
And so far
Mr.
there
Bell.
was one rando, but then they took off.
Who's Rando?
I said there was one rando.
I haven't seen that guy before.
Well,
What's he like?
I don't know, he took off.
Marlon Randa.
That Rando guy sucks. Boobtron.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I heard you found my D&D podcast.
Dude with the bear skin and the javelin.
Oh shoot.
Huh?
That's a dude with the bear skin and the javelin
Yep.
and the big sword.
Hector
Yeah, it's
gets
awesome.
up to some. Hector gets up to some stuff.
Hector, that's right. Yeah, it's great. It's really cool. I knew you were on it because I remembered somebody had mentioned like a random D&D podcast that they thought was good. and I saw when I searched for it on Discord that you made an appearance, and I just got to episode 13 where Hector shows up and joins the party. Kind of reminds me of the Ghost of Christmas Present in Muppet Christmas Carol, but with a really big, like, Conan sword.
I like that.
He's a lot like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. As an aspiring dungeon master, I dig getting to listen to people of various skill levels playing and running Dungeons and Dragons campaigns.
Well,
It is encouraging.
I shared your surprise with the other guys, the other people on the show in our group chat. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm digging it.
We're super regular with it.
He's telling you stories in case you didn't realize that.
Oh no, I figured. I know the deal. I got the 411. Yeah.
I'm getting hyper addicted.
Have fun.
Trax, did you listen to the show?
Yes, I thought it was. I don't think this is going too far to say. I think it was the best episode of What's a VCR yet, and I can't wait for the next one.
I knew you were going to say
It
that.
was definitely the best
I
one
couldn't agree more.
with mentioning with video. So I felt pretty good about it. I felt like we made some history.
You guys carried
sure.
the load, that's for sure. I pictured an imaginary Jay and Trax standing there just off camera doing the stretch gesture with two hands, you know, like the guy on the news show when there's a segment missing. Do it for like 20 more minutes and you'll be fine. Just keep going for like 20 more minutes.
I definitely thought, I was like, we can't just put in Army of Darkness audio here. Or, Trax. Well, that'll definitely get flagged. You can't have that.
Yeah, you don't know always ahead of time. Sometimes you can check. We got away with that song one time because they just wanted us to not monetize it. They didn't make us take it down, but sometimes it's up to the claimant, and sometimes you'll put something in, and whoever the rights holder is will be like, nope, that video's donezo. You kind of don't know what they're going to say.
You remember when all that stuff was brand new?
Yeah.
Like 2001. We had an internet radio show in it.
Remember when every Twitch streamer had a playlist playing on their thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
and now they have to buy like special music lists that are DMCA safe.
Or pay
Yep.
Epidemic Sound $100 a year or whatever they charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember back in the day in Arizona we had an internet radio show and we did a live broadcast every Wednesday.
You want to know
But
how far
We
back I
couldn't play
remember
any
when
of
it
the
comes to
DJ
streaming?
sets, so how far? Oh.
I remember when it was
Yeah.
TV. And not Twitch.tv.
What was it?
Yeah, sorry, you were
Just-
breaking up there.
Or when it was Justin.tv.
Justin. Oh my god. That's right.
Was that a thing?
The
I
first
have no
streamer.
idea.
It was
When it
one
first
dude with
started,
a webcam. It was always on.
It was
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, your microphone's cutting out on me. Is it my fault?
Is it
Yeah.
the broken one?
No, it's on my end.
It hates life.
Yeah, I may have to restart my computer.
Okay.
Okay. I got all my good guns on. I've been experimenting with
Finally,
Anaconda
the good
loadouts
guns.
today. Yeah. I tried Gauss and it did not go well. As I expected. I mean, anybody would have told me that loading up Anaconda with Gauss cannons wasn't gonna be particularly effective.
Yeah, I've seen it done. It was tough. Apparently there's a, or at least there was a while ago, there was a bug with the Anaconda where the repair limpet can't attach if the guns are deployed or something, or maybe it can't attach at all. So it was like in the can
Like
we
it just
can
failed?
we AX in this? Yeah, it just won't attach. It's like so in the like can this ship AX, you can't do the higher ones. You can't do a Hydra because you just can't. You will take too much damage because it's an Anaconda, and you can't repair it. So you're just it's a race, and you can't damage them enough.
Sure.
So I don't know if that's fixed or not. I'm not sure how long ago that video was made. Honestly.
Well, I don't carry limpets in this particular version, but I've gotten limpets that seemed to work. Oh, never mind. Who am I kidding? No, I forgot my alert system scavenger Anaconda was eating limpets just fine.
All right. Well, that's good.
So I'm gonna jump away. I'll be there shortly. Actually, I'm sitting on the pad loading up premium ammunition.
I've never had a
Premium
freaking FSD charge this slow before. Jesus Christ.
Any mass lock?
I'm being chased by a Thargoid, but I'm outrunning it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're
You're
in like
interdicted,
mass
not
lock
hyperdicted
factor
then?
17 or whatever.
Yeah. One nice thing about hyperdictions, at least you don't have to remember to pick a high wake spot. Because you're already plotted someplace, you know.
Yeah. All right, you're done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
You're
to redo
done,
this
buddy.
Anaconda since it's lighter weight armor. Kind of a ridiculous hull tank.
All right, where's the other one? There it is.
But I don't hate being able to ignore the first 1.5 caustic missiles.
1.5.
Yeah, the first one, it's not worth, even with 30 heat sinks, it's not really worth burning the heat sink to spike the temperature. Like for the damage, I'll take more damage to my modules getting up to 250 than I will just letting it eat 2 or 3% of my hull. The first one goes so slowly, it takes maybe really the third caustic missile before it feels like you're on fire and burning. Enough to make yourself be on fire and burning.
Right.
Kind of a funny little. It's very different from flying Praetor Chieftain.
You may as well take this guy away from the other one's cloud, huh?
Alright.
Well, the other system has a ground installation, but those
I went to it
instances usually aren't
earlier
much
today.
better.
We have one too here.
Well, it's not under
They're
attack
both-
though.
You have Volta? Where are you?
Volta stop is the outpost,
Okay.
the under attack outpost.
It's funny, I assumed there would be some obstacle to fighting in a outpost in a large ship.
Well,
I don't know, it'll probably drop me a fleet carrier in an adjacent system or something. Or no, it'll put me to ground installations, right? If there are any ground installations around with a large panel.
there is an on fire one.
I don't it'll probably spawn me there then. We'll see. Because I'm gonna die at least once. A list put together modules I need to get so I don't have to swap modules to do anything. I had just gotten to that point before I, of course, got a new ship and had to outfit it with a bunch of modules.
Had to build again.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I should be doing something in alert system, so let me build a boat for that. Which then, of course, turns into, I can put 6 of something on it, huh?
Yeah.
Seemed like a responsibility. I had to do my due diligence and kick the tires. It is definitely not a night and day kind of difference, that's for sure.
Between what?
The additional advantage weapons.
Oh, sure.
They do end up kind of being quality of life improvements depending on how you choose to use them, you know? Mm-hmm. Like throwing a couple of small gauss to go with your shards, or like in this one I have 4 shards, but I also have a big multi-cannon turret, and it just hoses down.
Yeah.
Scouts and works on the shield.
I still think four Guardian guns is probably still the optimum, and then if you have a big ship, you can fill in some multi-cannons or missiles or something.
That's what I mean. That's
my feeling.
What I've been ending up doing. The benefit from being in the bigger ship is actually in the armor and the heat sinks. That gives you more like damage per minute, not necessarily damage per second. And so
Okay.
once you're in that territory, the difference between 5 guns and 4 is not huge. It's not insubstantial, and it's like flying a 5-shard crate compared to 4 shards in the beam. You know, you can feel that it hits harder for sure. It's a different kind of flying because you're not really safe around interceptors, so you end up kind of dive bombing from one to another around the CZ.
Oh, sure.
It's
I'll
great
be
if there
right-
are other people bringing laser hunt or bringing the shields down, but
I'll be right back. I'm going to restart my computer.
Okay.
oh, good luck. So that's fun, you know, but the crate doesn't really have enough heat sinks for that kind of strategy to really be comfortably sustainable, you know? I burned through 15 of them in the course of an engagement without too much difficulty.
Yeah. Well, preserving heat sinks is not the path to doing really well in AX, honestly. Every time I hear somebody trying to conserve their heat sinks, it's like, so you're trying to do not that great and manage to get by. That's your goal?
Yeah, I went to the Anaconda in some sense seeking the superpower of 6 AX weapons, and in the end I discovered the superpower of having 30 heat sinks.
Have you met the
difference
FDL, I wonder?
No,
It's not going to be.
I
It's
think
not
I've
going to
owned
be your
one.
go-to. Spoiler alert! It's not going to change your life, but it's interesting from the perspective of it has 6 utility points.
Hey, you know, that's true, so does the Mamba.
Yeah, and the Mamba is probably worse. The Mamba is okay. The Mamba is manageable with shards. It's not great with Gauss because of the you have to. The way you stagger Gauss, right? You'd be leaning one way and then
Right.
the other. With shards emptying a whole magazine, you can manage it. And you could probably do plasma with it. It's going to be tough to maintain DPS with plasma, but I don't know if you just accepted your role in a group as the jouster, then maybe the Mamba would be. I don't know. I've done it. I've killed plenty of Thargoids in a Mamba, and it's sort of fun, but it's not a good orbiter. The flight pattern is just not great for it. FDL is pretty great. It's just tough. It's just tough to maneuver it because you end up not having pips and engines, and the damn thing hates not having 4 pips and engines. But other than that, I mean, the firepower is undeniable and it's very fast.
How does it feel if you only have 2 piston engines?
Well, sluggish, like it turns like a piece of garbage. Like you have to boost all the time, and then you're
But
boosting
not
too
when you've got
fast.
more
So
piston engines?
when you have 4 piston engines, that's why it's like the best fighter in the game. That's its 4 piston engines performance. It still has a strong lag, like its turn speed lags at the end of a boost. So you got to be careful when you're boosting, but you know, I don't know, boost braking and
You're
stuff
talking
if
about
you're a
turn
master
like,
of that.
like, are you talking about turn like lateral velocity or like yaw?
The whole thing, aiming,
Yeah.
your aiming speed drops off, and it already wants to kind of slide and stall out in turns if you're not careful. So that only gets worse under those conditions.
And I fixed my triggers.
Oh, this one wants me. Okay, all right, hold your horses.
Who is shooting me? Oh, hey, Cyclops shooting me.
Oh, you're
Now
here.
is not the time to set up my fire grips.
Let's wing you in.
Should probably just run away, but it doesn't feel right.
Oh, you got the other one. We can do them at the same time, right?
Too short. Well, I haven't shot this guy yet. But...
Well, you
he's
shoot him
already
with
shooting me.
lasers. I mean, that's as far as he's
Oh, am
concerned,
I?
you've shot him.
Apparently I did then, okay.
This guy's in lightning mode, so we're just gonna turn them both on. I have a wing invite to you if you have a moment. Oops. That's the wrong fire group. Here we go.
I'll just go. Oh no, I should just leave it alone. So I'm overthinking this. Got thrown by showing up and realizing that I hadn't assigned fire groups to any of the new weapons that I just put on the ship.
Whoops.
What the hell is that? Messing up my timing. NPC took my heart out.
No, I took the heart out.
Oh, okay. Good. It's a little better then. And there's that one, and... Nope, reload. Nice try. Come on. There we go. Anytime. Okay, so those are down. I'm gonna take a second to fix this. It's gonna drive me crazy. Really couldn't spare the real estate to show a little visual readout of maybe the HUD when you're messing with your fire groups. Oh, son of
Shoot,
a
a new Thargoid dropped in. I missed the alert too.
Oh, yeah, that's alright. I'll just get up, take a look around. Are you using you're in VR, I assume, not using the eye
Yeah.
tracker?
No, I'm not. It's ready to go if
That's really something, isn't it?
I take this
hooked it
off.
up. I can't with the little. My base computer's a laptop, so I have that's my second screen, so it's not optimally positioned for head tracking. But I installed the software and fiddled with it enough to
get
that it
what's
worked.
going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
pretty effective. I see people like kind of complaining that it's like not. It like loses it in low light or something, and I'm thinking like, you must have a really garbage setup because I bought literally the cheapest webcam I could find for this, and I turned like my room when I don't have my streaming lights on, my room's not that bright. It's and the image on the little example where it's showing me tracking my head. Oh, another surge. And anyway, it's not that bright. It looks all grainy. But these people must have really garbage setup. That's just nothing.
Yeah. I had a little bit of trouble like that, but I did legit have a mirror behind me, and it could not be worse for eye tracking. But it was enough to see that with a couple of reasonable accommodations, I could be doing it. Come on, one more shot.
Got him.
Good. This is just a
There's
long
another
one. I'm already
injured one
hurt.
around here somewhere. If you don't want to
Yeah,
open up on this
and then
new
there's
guy.
Oh, that new guy just shot me in the face. Yeah,
I'm trying to find the
that
other
is
one.
not nice. Just trying to do my job here, buddy. Come on.
Huh. What happened to that other one? Oh, well, I'll turn back up.
Whatever. Just hit all the buttons.
Still technically have a mission for scouts. I guess I should keep an eye on. Guess I should do some scouts. Hey, join my wing. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah. What's wrong with me is I'm down to 27% already. I want to kill this guy before he kills me.
Oh, alright, fine. You're walking into
Let's
a
half-ass.
caustic cloud here.
Okay, I think I got him.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, and I got caustic.
Okay, that hurt. That was not a graceful arrival in the scenario for yours truly. Hey! Caustic missile. It must have been a scout because it really sucked. Okay. There is no place for me to repair, so I'm just gonna do my thing for as long as I can.
Be a fleet carrier, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Not in this system, no what?
No. It'd have
No,
to be an
maybe it'll be a
adjacent
ground
system.
situation. Maybe. Yeah,
There are
at least
those.
That burning surface installation will have pads. So what are we doing? Are we in scout line for the next half hour?
Yeah. I thought there was another one around here. Maybe it'll come back as we proceed here. What am I doing? I'm fine.
I can never remember which spots on the fire groups correspond to.
Oh, yeah. I have to check out. I have to like go into
Shit.
external cam and check all the
Okay,
time.
there we go. Yeah. That's a good point. I have my scout fire group, which has.
Oh, I see the interceptor
uh,
again. It came back.
Oh,
Good.
cool. Good.
Fill out. Finish this scout off.
Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah,
Alright.
for scouts, I have the scouts and tagging. I have the right trigger on beams and multi-cannons because they're both turrets, so it just turns them on.
Right.
So I can turn it on without firing any shards accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is just the two shards that are right on line on the underside. So it's basically a single point on the reticle.
It's funny, this guy's acting like he's putting out his first swarm right now. Even though he's definitely missing hearts.
Now you're a ways. Okay. You're probably going to be done with him before I get there.
Yeah, that might have been the last heart. He's got how many petals?
What do you have instead of a
5
sensor?
petals.
Or instead of
Oh, I have a
scanner?
neutralizer and 3 heat sinks.
Oh yeah, of course, never mind. I forgot I was doing that too.
There's an NPC Corvette pounding on this poor thing. Let's see if he can do any damage. He exerted a heart. It's
Yeah,
wailing
that's
on him
fine.
with multi-cannons.
No, they can usually exert harder.
Oh, here
A
comes a
little closer, I can
surge.
tell you if he's doing any good.
I think that's a new interceptor then. It's not this one.
Hope it's out of range because I got nothing in the system.
Must have been.
See if I can get a
Never
scan
got to
on this
me.
guy and see what he's doing.
Yeah, that guy's giving up. He's not gonna be able to kill that heart.
Alright.
Oh well, that was
That
fun.
makes,
Oh,
that
he's
makes a
laying
lot.
in with the missiles now too.
just gotta re-exert it. There we go. Oh. You put him out of his misery?
Yeah. Am I still not done with the scouts mission? It was 12 scouts. It says I have done 9. I feel like, oh, there's another surge.
Yeah.
Far enough away, I guess. So what do I see? I see that Thargoid. What are you?
I got two, I see two somethings.
Two
The one you're
interceptors are
looking at and
here.
then something else down low, yeah.
The newer
Wait,
one.
two Cyclops.
Yeah, it's all. They're always gonna be. There's like no.
I
way.
feel like it should be an indicator, and maybe this is one of the things that will nudge us toward controls and alert systems too. But if these are still kind of easy mode systems up
Yeah.
until the Hydra, you know, like they're really designed to be either all scouts or scouts and Cyclops, and occasionally you roll a 16 and get a Basilisk or an 18 and get a Medusa. Yeah. Who's closer? That one's closer.
I'm just sort of wanting this mission to be over with.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you better run. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't. Oh, yeah, okay, see there, I only had 17% hull and I rammed in and finished off the shield and it cost me 3 points on my hull.
All right.
That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. Second thing. And then percent, am I gonna get it? Somebody's helping me.
Got the heart. That helps. No,
almost.
shield up.
Not for long.
Got some missile damage. Oh, here we go.
Shields down.
Wow.
And then
Invincible
just
heart here.
shitty aim, maybe.
Oh,
In
he
my
shut me
case.
down.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I thought I was gonna get the kill. I only got.
That was a
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
that was
blown
a
up now.
solo.
Oh
that was-
jeez, I'm getting missiled all to hell. Let's take a look.
Was that him or was that somebody else new?
It was him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Must have sat
Seems
on it
I'm
for a while,
seems
though.
I'm being left alone now. Oh, this is hard to do in VR while I'm drifting like this. And he's chasing me. Oh, here he goes. I'm back in range and I'm booting up. Oh, you didn't get to kill this time, you little idiot.
Oh shit, I'm caustic. When did that happen? Presumably while I
We're
was
shut down.
unconscious. Nice.
That one's done.
Oh, well done.
I'm gonna go sit down and repair these guns, get some more heat sinks.
And I am going
Turn
to
in a
run
mission.
into the station really fast.
Oh, hold on. You want to? Oh, never mind. I'll wait to do the mission then until you reboot.
Oh, sure. In that
think
case, I'll
it's
just blow it
It's
right
shareable.
here.
Oh, never mind. It's not shareable. It was from the bottom.
Okay.
False
Even so,
alarm.
that's 13 kilometers away. That's too far to go to die. You remember when credits mattered?
Nope. Why did that happen?
It's only been, well, maybe like a year and a half ago for me. Maybe not quite. 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess
I
there
got
was
to
a
the point
time,
where I
a
realized I
couple of
could
years
have
ago, there was a time
whatever I
before
needed.
fleet carriers, but after I had a fleet carrier for like 4 months, and I had rebuilt the bank, it was like, this is over. Never gonna need credits again.
Right? The easiest way to get rich is by being rich. Once you
That's
get there,
for
it
sure.
kind of takes care of itself.
Mm-hmm. Alright, quick rescan. Somebody just pulsed out there. Oh, borked.
Cool.
Even after
Oh, you're
Lark's
kidding me.
carrier donation, he still has 12 billion. Yep, I think I have almost 40. I need to go ahead and like gift a few people because it's getting
Right.
embarrassing. Still
I have
no
like 7 I
good
need
missions.
to. I have like 7 on hand that I need to drop, which is
Mhm.
enough to get me thinking. Well, maybe I just double them for the hell of it. But at the same time, it also has me thinking. Well, maybe I'll drop 7 billion credits on the side of the pirates in the CG. I didn't.
What?
I want to go kick over somebody else's sandcastle. Like, I didn't earn any of them in your system, so I'm just going to carpet bag my way into your system and drop
Right,
all of the
right.
bonds, and then go home. That would be an asshole thing to do. Not that against anybody who did exactly that, but I think it
no.
probably would have put me at the top of the leaderboard.
This this Thargoid here has an already active swarm. I just got missiled all the shit. As soon as I jumped off the pad. What a bunch of assholes. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. That sent me all the way back to my fleet carrier.
Yeah, that sucks. My dog is being an asshole.
Limp it
I
still.
think she is barking at something outside.
That sucks. It's late for that.
Yeah.
Like a possum or a raccoon.
Yeah, and I'm not up there to yell at her, so she's just gonna continue, but whatever. She's not bothering anybody. I doubt the stream can hear it, because my filter's probably killing it out. Boy, these
Not bad.
swarm missiles are irritating. I do not like that. Look at that. I already hit my module reinforcement all to hell. Man. This Thargoid, you gotta go, buddy. You've crossed a line. Alright, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
I wonder what the gravity's like on this surface base. If it's not shitty, I might try and talk you into going down there after this. It's easy.
Is that the one in the one in this system isn't attacked though?
That's right. It's marked as under attack, but nothing happened.
Well, it's on fire. The
Yeah,
other
I'll
system
make
has
that
an
the
under
damage.
attack one. The other one that's the secondary target.
Yeah.
We could go try that. I don't know how late it is. Well, yeah, it's already 10.
Yeah, don't worry
Might
about
not
it.
be up for a
Just try not-
whole other one.
I'll just try not to get killed as quickly as I normally would.
Alright, close
If
it
it were
on me, guy.
literally
Close it on me.
but back in the three.
You almost here? Or what?
Oh no, I'm going to be a couple minutes still. I'm still jumping
Okay.
into the system. It dropped me in an adjacent system, Ion Fleet Carrier. Which was not awesome.
Oh wait, I can see where you are. Why was I asking?
You're
Like some
good.
kind of jerk. I feel like it takes a long time to power through these CZ progress bars when it's Cyclops. The other ones have to be worth more, right? I mean, it makes sense.
Good question. Count sometime. If somebody listening can just call out every time somebody sees something get killed.
Yeah. I want to like look right now, like how many pixels moves when that thing explodes. It goes off the screen. That's it. The bond pops in to take its place, so I can't see the little progress bar move, and I
Right.
can't be sure that it really is. All right, I think there's another interceptor here somewhere. I thought there was. Now I don't see it. Oh, somebody's joining the fight. Wait, I just see something over there. Looking around, looking around. Oh, somebody's just come in. Yeah. Well, if there wasn't one before, there is now.
Won't be by the time I get there unless maybe it's Medusa.
It is
Or
not a
Bassi.
Medusa.
I think a Bassi would wait 3.5 minutes for me. I would
Yeah,
not
oh,
expect
it
the
takes me
Cyclops
longer
to,
than 3.5 minutes to kill a Bassi, for sure. But it is not that, so.
Right. I'll show up just in time for the Caustic Cloud. I got a premise for a fake commercial. You want to hear it?
Sure.
A movie trailer. The premise is a couple of guys are living in a flat, get a note that says they're getting a certified delivery, and figure it means they're getting evicted by their landlord, who then shows up delivered on their doorstep frozen in a cryopod. So they have kind of a Weekend at Bernie's thing with their frozen landlord who can't collect the rent and can't evict them because he's in a cryo escape
In
pod.
carbonite. So
Yeah,
to speak.
pretty much. Yeah.
Cool.
So then maybe the daughter shows up and gives them a really hard time and is all ready to call the cops and they're like, "Well, do you like the guy?" He's like, "No." And so it turns into a romantic comedy, and then there's the inevitable misunderstanding after which she or he follows the dad, who then either turns out to be, I don't know, Robert De Niro or Dennis Quaid. Kind of go either way.
Maybe both. Maybe it changes scene to
Maybe
scene.
both,
I don't
yeah.
know. It's a surrealist interpretation.
Yeah, it could go any number of ways. It's the future after all.
Oh, somebody new just came in behind me. I see. Might be the one that I thought I saw earlier.
It's got a purple plus on it. So it's got a yeah, that's the injured one from before.
All right.
Down to 2 hearts.
Oh, this guy just put up a shield. What a complete jerk.
That's weird.
Oh, surge from the new one. Nope. Failure. Surge, surge,
Disappointment.
surge.
what is going on here? Oh, there's nothing in my tribute.
I protected you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Though I meant my weapons distributor, so it was even
Oh.
worse. Why is this asshole still alive? Because I'm not shooting him. They don't usually stick around that long once I start shooting.
Oh. Big boot.
Bye. Take that.
There you
Hold
go.
on.
Cracked. Alright.
Just
His
shoot.
friend. End for your friend. Right down there.
And your little dog too.
Oh god, the swarm is here. Hello, swarm. Hello, the swarm.
I like seeing the smoke rings in parallel when you're shooting shards at a fleeing interceptor. Cool visual.
Flying sideways next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Swarm missiles. Gotta wrap this jerk around the station. I miss the capital ship instances.
I haven't seen one of those in ages. Is it because we're not fighting in Imperial and Federal systems?
It is. I mean, it's not possible for them to turn up if we're not. I actually
Yeah,
haven't
for
been
sure.
checking, so I. But I mean, even just the instances where the cap ship was present in the system, you know, those were awesome. I liked doing Medusas
Yeah, they
there
were.
because I'd wrap the Medusa, make him chase me around the thing, and they would get their shield whittled down while I was running away from them and their lightning.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying on that one.
That should have been enough. No, that's okay. I just thought I'd get him before the shield popped and I missed it by 2%. There's not much, I mean, there's not much left to him now anyway, so. Yeah, goodbye.
Oh, you almost got
Ooh.
that surge off.
Who the hell is shooting you?
Shooting me?
Whose swarm is that?
It's his.
Oh, he was just taking forever to die. Yeah, I was watching his.
He's still
Wait,
alive.
I thought he had already blown up and just saw his swarm just shelling you nonstop.
Yeah, the swarm takes a bit, doesn't it? All right.
I've really taken to watching the expiring swarms lately. When I'm around Interceptor, I see it blow up, I kind of wheel around, and if there is a swarm, watch it burn out like
Yeah,
embers from a campfire or something.
right. They
Oh,
fizzle
cool
out. Oh,
effect.
somebody new just popped in. I see a swarm again.
Yep, I see it. I see the Interceptor on the far side of the station.
Oh, that might be. That guy's already shooting. That's probably an old one.
4 hard cyclones. Isn't fully intact.
Yes.
Not compared to a different kind of cyclops.
Scenario spawns only Cyclops. Missions. No Cyclops missions. Every time. What's wrong with this picture? Uh, 9 basilisks. Don't get me wrong. I'd be happy to. I would be happy to.
I think part of the shield effect that I'm seeing is not, and the reason I'm not taking a huge amount of damage is that I'm so freaking slow. And what's
Maybe.
really happening is probably like a minimum amount of actual damage from the impact, but then I'm at less than point blank range with the shards, and also running into it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a heavy enough ship that even if I'm going a couple hundred feet per second, or meters per second, it's still gonna do,
Oh man.
you know, even if it does like the 20% hit to the shield or something, by the time I actually get there, that'll probably be enough to put it down.
Another surge. Must be a new interceptor. Didn't see it.
Oh, officially
Ooh.
off my game. Between the landing gear and whips, I'm just walking this. I am Dennis Quaid. No, I'm Randy Quaid. Wait, which one? Nice.
Under attack.
Where are you going, buddy? Ah, there we are. As the swarm tries desperately their Hail Mary pass. No thank you.
There's still another swarm.
There's another interceptor right here.
Ah, there it
A
is.
fresh one. Oh, there's two. There's two out here. Oh, shoot. I'm getting kicked by a portal.
Whoa, so maybe three. Or scout portal.
I think
The
it
scouts
might
are
have
popping
been the one I just saw.
Energy surge.
Yeah, new surge.
I should probably do some repair. Should have started repairing before I lost power.
All right.
It's time now.
Oh, that was a rubber band. Little one, little baby one. Not too bad. Just a little bounce. Is he back? He's back.
Hey!
Teflon played his theme song, his entrance music, right? Like
That
he's
was
a wrestler.
classic. That was some good walk-up music, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Might have just got ringed by that swarm. I couldn't tell.
Nandor! There's a fucking ghost on the front lawn.
Yeah, that swarm is on now.
Are you fighting Thargoid?
We are still at
true.
the same spot.
Fire the nuclear weapons!
Boom! Yeah.
Oh well, I was leaning on that.
God damn it.
What's the matter?
No. I can't get these damn headset.
Yeah, it's crackling and stuff. That sucks.
Like, headset that Dub sent me, they keep beeping in my ears.
Oh, like they're not charged, maybe?
Yeah.
Can they be plugged in while they're used? I don't have wireless stuff. I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Generally speaking.
Oh, Jesus. Dog.
I think I'm gonna get a decent
There we go.
headset finally.
Alright, and off to find his friend. Still got heat sinks. Oh shoot, Surge.
Oh,
Where'd it come from? Somebody new. Yeah.
oh, they got me.
No.
Didn't even try.
Alright, I was headed for this one.
What do you think for podcast recording? Is there a headset that's good enough to be worth not having a microphone and something to hold up a microphone and sitting around?
Sure. Depends what you want to spend. I would think avoid wireless because it's
Yeah.
extra cost, you know,
Yeah.
and you're not paying for that. But actually,
I mean,
for
it'd probably be one of the costs of the Audio Technica, maybe something like that gear.
yeah, in fact, they just made one that's brand new with it's basically their M50X's headphones, which
Audio
are
Technica, you mean? Or
yeah, Audio Technica, and then they
Yeah, I
they
think-
stuck a mic on it that is the capsule
I think I
from the
saw that, yeah.
AT2020. I haven't
That's
heard
the
it,
one with
but
The USB version has the inline monitor for the volume knob, which
Right.
appeals to me.
yeah,
Get some of the good of a
fold-back.
mixer without having to have all that crap. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I would guess would probably be best because they are actually putting a, reasonable capsule in there. But other than that, I mean, yeah, you can get like the one that, TV football broadcasters use. It's like $400 or $500.
Sure.
It's really
Yeah.
nice. It sounds great.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I had to switch back to the broke ones because I cannot get. Whenever it beeps in my ears, it also cuts off all the other audio.
Right.
So I couldn't hear. It kept beeping at me, and I couldn't hear anything you guys were saying because it wouldn't stop fucking beeping.
That sucks.
It does. suck. Fucking
Do you know why?
headsets, am I right?
Do you happen to know why they would be beeping tracks? Do you have any idea?
I would imagine it's because their charge was low or something, but
It was not them.
can you use them while they're plugged in? I mean, would that have helped? I don't know. Can you turn them into a
I think I still have
USB
to have-
headset instead of a wireless?
I think I have to have the dongle in.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something. I'm not buying any Razer headsets.
No,
Ever.
I wouldn't recommend. I have some Razer earbuds, but I have them because I got them for free from Frontier, and they're not
I don't
great.
I don't like earbuds anyway. So
Yeah, they have the weakest Bluetooth chip I've ever seen in them. Sometimes when they're in my pocket, if I like move my hand in the wrong spot, it will like cut out for a second. Like if I pass my hand over my pocket, like that's not. You've done a very bad job with your Bluetooth chip Razer.
Turning your head to the left is enough to make it lose contact with your phone. That's the problem.
It's like it happens sometimes just randomly. I'll be walking the dogs, and it's like, what the hell? And then when it happens the most, so I know it's something to do with like my body or something. But if I'm like mowing the lawn and my phone is in my pocket and I'm listening on the headphones, if I like squat down to do something, right, and basically my torso is folded over the pocket that the phone is in, they'll like scramble for a second.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, this is.
I get nothing but cheap Bluetooth headphones because I use them for like since I'm at home all day, I use them for hands-free listening to podcasts or music or taking phone calls.
Right.
And so I always have a set of headphones on all day.
Yeah.
I don't know. No,
So you
sometimes
wouldn't
they
want
just
to
sit
use
on my neck and I
earbuds
don't use them.
because that'd be like a comfort issue to have them all day.
I used to use earbuds all day.
Yeah.
I used to use
do
I
all
used to
that
use them
time.
back when. Oh man, I remember back when I first started listening to podcasts. I only had the jacked in earbuds that you get from Apple, and so I
Right.
would run them up. I would run it through run them through my shirt to my phone in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that sensation well after
Hey,
thousands
those
of hours that way.
those are what I use when I record this podcast. Because I don't feel like putting on over-the-ear cans. So I have a pair of Apple earbuds plugged into my Elgato interface. That's the headphone output on those. So if I'm using headphones and I'm not using my VR headset, I'm using Apple earbuds because I don't care.
Nice. I know a guy who does. His first podcast microphone was a Rock Band microphone that he taped to like a one of those like lamps.
Yeah.
Only
like
the
a scissor.
only lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, only the lamp part had been removed, and he just had his Rock Band microphone duct taped to it.
Duct taped onto it.
He used that microphone for a long time.
It became the sound, you know?
I think he used those and a pair of earbuds
Yep.
to record his podcast. That was a fun podcast. And he's moved
What
on.
about?
He's moved on and does another podcast now, but I don't listen to that one.
It's not fun. Or maybe
I mean,
is,
it
don't bloody know.
probably is. I don't know. I've never listened to it because I've like never. I used to listen to a lot of podcasts. Now I listen to very few.
Mm-hmm. Me too, actually.
I listen to a lot
I
of.
wanted to have one.
I listen to a lot of YouTube videos ever since I got YouTube Premium for like 3 months.
Oh yeah, I can see how that would change your YouTube consumption patterns.
And I
Yeah.
also
Well, out
found
there,
like
listen to commercials.
there's this history channel I like, the Dan Davis History, and it's really got me interested in like the Bronze Age and the Copper Age before that, and the Chalolithic era and the Paleolithic era and the the early eras of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
So
listened to all the Dan Carlin stuff about Alexander and about the Romans and
Oh
the
no,
Celts
did he get me?
and all that business?
Yep.
He's got a
He
couple
got
of
me.
really good, like 12 or 14
Oh,
hour
Mr.
series
Thargoid, you've
about
made a
this stuff.
mistake. Oh, and then he shut me down. Shut down my
oh
guns
no,
or
Mr.
something.
Thargoid, I'm afraid you are trapped in here with me. Da-da-da-da.
Knox.
Well, Razer has ruined my appetite to play the game for tonight because I just wasted like a half hour trying to fix a problem, and I'm done with that.
Yeah,
That
man.
sucks.
Try tomorrow, you know?
Maybe. I got other things to do than play with.
I don't
your
mean try with the
stupid-
razor. I mean, do something fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna go back to working on my project here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
super
pretty fun.
secret.
It's not super secret. I'm just not ready to talk about it to a bunch of people.
Right on.
I know that feeling. Got one of those now.
Because it's stuff I've tried before and I've not had a great deal of success sticking with. But this time I am
Sure.
committed. I'm committed
Sure.
to it, and I don't really know what I'm doing because I'm brand new at this. So,
Yeah, it's a
I'm
fun.
sure-
It's a fun time to be in. You're psyched about it, but you also don't want to like jinx it and or set yourself up to look like a chump if it falls apart.
well, it's just like if I talk about it, especially with a bunch of people that listen to the podcast, if I mention it on there, which I'm not gonna, like a bunch of people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's neat," or well, I don't want to say there are a bunch of people, but a bunch of people there's potential to be people who'd be like, "Oh, that's neat. I want to check that out. How's
Yeah,
that
for
going?"
sure.
Blah 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 blah. And it's like, this may never be ready. This may be something that is never put in front of another person. So
Yeah.
I don't
The
want
first time
to
you
talk
tell
about
somebody
it.
you're
until,
writing a novel, they start asking about it.
yeah, stuff like that.
You're like, no, this takes every bit of processing I have without telling anybody about it. If I start talking about it, God only knows what's going to happen.
You should hear the amount of word vomit that comes out of my mouth when I talk to my wife about it, because I have nobody else to talk about it.
I bet.
It's like when you meet a little kid who's into Pokemon, and they want to tell you everything about every Pokemon. Like, this is this guy, and he does this, and this is this, and he's this type, and he does this, and you find him here, and he does this, and then there's this other guy, and he does this, and he looks like this, and he can do this, and you get him this way, and that's what I equate it to.
I hear you. In my case, my wife was like, yes, you have to do that. I'm going to make sure you do that now, okay? I'm like, oh, all right. Like, you're right. And, yeah.
All right, I see two more.
Sort of unrelated, I definitely finally signed up for Midjourney, like legit.
Nice. I'm actually going to play with Midjourney a little bit right now.
It is quite something. My week has been Midjourney and ChatGPT. Last couple of weeks, kind of, but it.
I really don't want to get
yeah.
involved in ChatGPT. I think Midjourney is probably the farthest AI thing I'm going to go to.
That is
I just
reasonable.
like playing around with it and doing goofy stuff with it.
Sure.
Like making
I
Burt
think,
Reynolds a Mandalorian.
Yeah, I don't think I've used it
Yeah.
since they had a pretty major update some weeks ago, right? I don't think I've even used it since then, but it looks a lot different now.
Yeah, version. You want to end whatever your thing is with --V space 4 to use version 4 of the software.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
really? They
currently-
don't just default you to that?
I think they do by
they,
now.
they might now, but like
Yeah.
I know the last I paid attention to it, you had to do that.
Had to specify.
Yeah, they've gotten a little more diverse in the models that they have on offer, but yeah, it's. I was showing somebody at work who was utterly unfamiliar with the phenomenon this morning, and it was fun getting to blow someone's mind.
One of my favorite things I did was that Queen Victoria as a pro wrestler.
I have told more than one person about your Queen Victoria as a professional wrestler.
You know, it's funny, and this has nothing to do with Queen Victoria. Like, I've always wanted to play in like a Call of Cthulhu game, right? Like, like D&D, but like Call of Cthulhu instead.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or somebody said in like or in a setting that's like not modern, but like just modern enough. So like the early 1900s or like the mid 1900s, like anything from the 1950s to the 1920s, right?
Yeah.
I'd even take like the 60s or the 70s, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Had to. But I want to play a territory era pro wrestler in one of those games.
Like a 19th
Yes.
century Call of Cthulhu.
Because it's all kayfabe, but like you've got to pretend like it's real because the public doesn't know it's not real. Like it's so you got to constantly be in character when you're in public. And if you run into another wrestler out there, they have to do the same thing. And if you don't like each other, you got to keep that up in front of
Gotta
people.
be enemies.
Yeah, so that means you can't get in the same car. You can't stay at the same hotel because, like, if they see each other, why wouldn't they just be fighting right now? You know?
That's funny. Like,
It's-
nobody
it's like-
knows.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat saw Ric Flair in a gas station, and there were people around, and he didn't know he was in there until after he had already walked in, and so he walked up to him and he said, "You ever pull that bullshit again?" He said, "And that's gonna be the last time you ever do." And he walked out, and he said he got a call at his hotel from Rick later in the night, like, "Bro, what did I do?" And he's like, "No, man, it's kayfabe, like, working, brother." Like,
No disrespect.
Do it. Yeah. 0% just long enough to see the Cyclops die. 6.5 million explosion. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
That was
oh
good.
no, you're all good, brother.
Yeah, dude, I got unfairly lucky with Call of Cthulhu in college. The guy who ran it is a super talented game designer who's gone on to do a bunch of big, like, A-level. He was the guy in college who made it pro, like making it to the major leagues, you know. But he grew up in northern Wisconsin, and he grew up in Wisconsin, so it was a like Great Lakes creeping horror Call of Cthulhu campaign
Nice.
that he was particularly fond of running, and ended up working on Fallout New Vegas and some D&D related stuff, and was just
You know,
like he got out of college with a skill set to do only one thing, really, and that was like write and design video games, and managed to just finagle his way
Actually do it.
from day one. Yeah, like got a job for a company making websites that ended up like doing a website for a game company, and then popped his way in the door, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Whatever
But
works.
he ran a killer Call of Cthulhu game, and it was I still remember the weird dark things creeping out of the lake and dragging people away.
You know, a podcast you should listen to. You should check it out. It's a horror podcast, and I don't generally like horror, right? But as I always say, there's exceptions to every rule. So, like, I like Lovecraftian horror. I like this, and so this horror podcast is called Old Gods of Appalachia.
I've listened to at least once, maybe 1.5 seasons of it. Yeah, that's a good one.
I've only listened to a few episodes just because, like, I don't listen to podcasts like I used to.
Like you used to.
But
Also,
like,
Yeah, it,
but like I've really enjoyed the few episodes I've listened to. And they did a Kickstarter for a tabletop game, a tabletop role
right,
playing game.
that's right. It's probably pretty good.
Probably. I'm gonna wait until it actually gets made, and then I'm gonna buy it.
I miss that side. It's funny how this video game has brought me back to tabletop game. Thought about much in 20 years, but before that, it was a really, really big part of my life. It's strange how you set things aside and then just
I have
could
been doing
easily
it
forget about
since,
them.
I've been doing it since I want to say 2000.
Sounds about right. In 2000, I was living in a house in Tucson with 3 college friends trying to start a game company.
In
We had a good
2000,
game
I was in the 10th grade.
So about 6 years behind. Gotcha. Yeah, we got out of college and none of us knew what to do. We just all wanted to get out of the Midwest, so we moved to Tucson and lived in a house. And one of the guys had built a homebrew role-playing game that was a lot of fun and was really well built. So we decided we'd try and turn it into an actual book, and went to Gen Con, and just ended up, we all had day jobs, and the actual rigors of starting a company are often in excess
rigorous.
of the project. Yeah.
Have you
Played
ever been
full
to
games.
Gen Con?
Yeah, when it was in Milwaukee.
Huh?
When it was in Milwaukee still. Yeah.
I grew up
Before
in
it was
Indiana,
Physico.
so I went with when it started coming to Indianapolis. So
yeah,
I was,
sure.
and I was there, and I got to see RX Outdoors because I was really into books at the time. You know, like you do when you're in high school.
Right.
I was there when Wizards of the Coast did their. They had that big campaign that they did to find their next big setting that turned out to be
Yeah.
Eberron.
Yeah, that might
Like,
have been the year after we went to Milwaukee. We had a little booth in the smallest of the rooms, and I think it was a big deal because it had always been in Milwaukee. But
Yeah, I
Wizards
went to
was
the-
just getting involved. The next year it was going to be somewhere else.
I went to the Eberron panel after it was announced there at Gen Con, and then I bought the book, and that's where I love the world of Eberron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it. I still have my
What was
original Eberron book on my shelf over here behind me. I just pointed to it like you guys can see it.
Like we can see you pointing. Hey, thanks for the follow, Shivu. See, there's one I could pronounce.
You think so? Until
Well, that's
they tell
true.
you
I could
it's-
have gotten it
It's
wrong.
Shavoa.
It's Shavoa, you dolt.
Oh, good word.
Punching microphones.
Oh wow, you get to do a late pledge and still.
Oh, you guys
get-
were talking about Groundhog Day the other day. And you used to be from the area. Have you ever made it to Woodstock, Illinois? If you're ever in the
I don't
far-flung
think I've been
suburbs
there.
of Chicago, you should visit Woodstock, Illinois, where all the scenes from Groundhog Day were filmed. Pretty cool. Real tiny
I have to make it
suburbs
over
with
there
all the
sometime.
kind of the Punxsutawney Phil in the town square and the house where he gets the piano lessons and all those things are a quick walk. Are all kind of in the same neighborhood. It's fun.
Let me tell you, I grew up in Indiana, in a single parent home, so a lot of the activities I did were free outdoor activities. Like going into the woods and playing, or riding my bike around.
Back when
not a
people
whole
like kids
lot
go in the woods.
There was not a
Somebody else
whole
is
lot of
here.
travel. Oh, you
Who's
were
that?
right the first time, Trax, with the pronunciation.
Yes, I saw that. Nailed it. Oh,
Got it
we have
one.
a friendly in here.
Shoot him.
No, that's not what you. Now I see your mistake. Now I know why you always get this wrong. There used to be more Thargoids in here. Maybe this guy killed them all on me.
Why do we have such time killing these Stargoids? Teflon keeps shooting people. Is that not what this is not one of those combat zones?
No, this one's different. There used to be like 3. Now there's like 9.
I wonder how that would go if you picked the station CZ and just decided to be on the side of the Thargoids and exclusively attacked NPC X.
Well, they would turn on you quick.
They would.
You could tell from every time you accidentally shoot somebody too much, and they all
I'd be
go red
curious
on
to
you.
see
There
how
we
the
go. I found that
PvE goes if
interceptor.
you're fighting all those T10s and
Yeah. This Corvette that's in here. Hey, that means this system must be federal,
It could be.
right? Is that, or maybe there's a chance
No,
to have
I don't think
Corvettes
so.
anyway.
yeah, especially in alliance
right.
systems, you can have an independence, you
Yeah.
can have anything. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how the like threat assessment shakes out of NPC pilots in a station defense CZ compared to like a ASUS or something.
Right. See how well engineered they are and so on.
Yeah, exactly.
They always pop chaff when the Thargoids are shooting.
Why
at
do they
them.
do that?
What the hell is that about?
Do they know something we don't? Right? I mean,
Does that work instead of heat sinks? Because I
They
don't know
but
which
they
I
don't
prefer.
use
And I still have to use
benzene.
heat sinks to shoot my guns anyway because they're so damn hot. So I'm not sure that's a benefit.
Have you noticed when they do it?
Like exactly when? They just seem to always be
if they do
blowing
it
chaff.
like if they're being shot at by a scout, or if they're being gunned up by an interceptor. I've seen them.
Kind
I've
of
seen
both. I think I've seen it like all the damn
Raider
time.
scabies all over the CZ.
Here's what I think. Honestly,
What do you think?
they're programmed basically to just use countermeasures when things are shooting at them. And nobody
that's just their, like,
nobody put a
CZ
special
and
line in
ability
there
to
that said,
test it?
and if it's a Thargoid, just do the ones that are effective
Yeah.
against Thargoids. And
Could
they
be.
probably have builds that for some reason have chaff on them. I think this oh, I'm gonna yawn. I think this
That's my fault.
is gonna be the last interceptor here by the look of things. I think my new friendly over there has been chewing through scouts while I've been over here, so I think we're about done. Oh shit, missiles. You missed me, you jerk.
Shit, missile.
Yep, swarm missiles, caustic missiles, every type of missile. He's got
I
them
think your
all for
caustic
me.
sinks are just going to be a utility like heat sinks. They dump all your caustic and you can hold maybe 4 on something like that.
Probably.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I still kind of think it's just going to be a Maelstrom thing. Because it's hard to believe, once again, you know, we need the heat sinks for the guns. So I'm not going to like stop using heat sinks and start using caustic sinks during a Thargoid fight. Right?
No, but in a big ship, I rarely run out of heat sinks anymore, so I could drop one or even 2 of them, replace them with caustic sinks, so that if I happen to get caustic because I flew through a cloud, I don't have to,
Yeah.
you know, burn my modules or anything like that. I can just drop it the easy way. But yeah, the balance on the medium ship is absolutely always got to be in favor of heat sinks. Plus, it's easier to avoid
sure.
caustic, but
Alright, that one's done. Let's see where that leaves us.
it's not a coincidence. The first innovation of the war was the serious heat sinks.
Yeah. Well, that did not finish the instance. Didn't even seem to move the bar, interestingly. And I don't see any hostiles. The NPCs have begun their there are no more Thargoids dialogue.
That's annoying.
Yes, it is.
Otherwise known as there's a scout out there somewhere.
Probably.
Well, I'm about to jump in. Maybe
Nope,
that'll-
there we go. 2 Hydras. Completed it.
Yep.
Oh, no, wait. The bar's still there. But we got 2 notifications. The
Oh,
bar's still there. That's interesting.
if there's nobody else around, I might
There's 1 player here. Yeah,
hang
2
out
Hydras, but
through the
we
Hydra
didn't...
phase for a while and just kind of pick off Cyclops as they show up. But
Okay, they're
it's always a little
searching.
dicey.
Yeah, there are 2 Hydras, but the instance didn't complete. So... Oops, FDev misses again.
Oh, FDev.
Yep, it failed.
When can you stop fucking up?
Just have the things that are marked fixed be fixed. That's would be good. Right?
Fixed.
Yeah.
See, the problem is you're thinking of fixed as a boolean, when in reality it's more of an integer. It's gone from.
I think
from
the
7
opposite. I
fixed
think
to
it's an
5.5 fixed.
integer and they think it's a waveform.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
It's a
Because if they-
probability
if they said
wave.
Improved, if they said improved, it would be a good note. But if they say fixed and it isn't, that's their fault.
They might have actually said improved about that actually. But
I don't think they did. I think that was fixed. I think they improved the invisible
they improved the
interceptors, which actually
invisibility,
do seem to be
which
fixed.
was fixed.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen one since the. And what do we have here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Mine's,
if I kill a couple of scouts, I'll get
You
it
sure
to
didn't
complete.
end? I got 2 hydro bars.
Oh really? Yeah, mine didn't end.
Yeah.
So I did not get the bonus pay.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $20 million.
I was ripped off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it's my bedtime. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
go.
not sticking around for Hydras. I just figured if there was something here, I would give it a
Yeah.
fly right through and keep on going.
Yeah.
You guys can't hear the music in the background.
No.
Okay.
I can hear the game music from my game.
No, it's just because like on my TV I have that Viking music live channel playing. Like it plays constantly in my house, man. Like nobody turns it off. Everybody just lets it play.
Everybody just accepts that that's what you have to do to live with
That's
that.
just that's just reality now. There's
just what
constantly
happens.
gonna be Viking music playing in my house
That's so cool. I love that.
from like 6:30 in the morning until whenever I go to bed.
Come on. Let me out.
You got too close, didn't you?
I'm gonna die because it doesn't like my. I have a.
Oh my god, my stupid carrier parked itself 5,000 light seconds from the star in this system. What the hell,
Oh
carrier?
yeah, no problem.
Oh
I
man.
have.
It's parked at the barycenter
Jesus.
between two of the stars. What a stupid ass fleet carrier.
How far?
5,000 light seconds.
Oh.
Can I move
Sorry
it?
about it.
Oh, tracks.
Seriously, dude.
I
I
forgot.
had
Every time I come in here.
225,000 light seconds
Jesus Christ, I've been
last
down there
week.
for like an hour.
week and a half ago.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
5,000. I think you can survive.
Well, I'm gonna survive. I'm just gonna see if I can move my carrier to the main star, which it should have parked at before.
Yeah, right.
Stupid goddamn carrier. Oh, it's
Oh, so
full.
let's go.
So this system is
Going to-
full, and that's why it had to get put over there. Okay, whatever. I'm not
That
worried.
that person is so fucking fired.
Why would I go into carrier management? Does it zero my throttle? Come on, guys. Anyway, yes, we're gonna
That
leave
was
it
fun.
here. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was all right.
hanging out.
You know, hang out, shooting some Cyclops. I hope soon to have an instance that does more than just Cyclops.
I tell you,
That's
I
my
think,
my
I
wish
think
now
alert
and
systems are
forever.
going to be where it's at. Next time we
Yeah.
should find one and go do some medium-sized interceptor hunting.
Yeah, I'll have to try that again. Since
Medusas
the
and
change.
Baffys. And, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely more interesting.
Damn these electric
All right.
sex bands.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Good night.
Good
No
night.
problem.
Thanks
See you
for allowing
later.
me to come in here with my nonsense.
Sure thing, brother.
And it's always fun to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
right,
And
cheers,
it's
fellas.
going.
Good night, guys.